Hello, Keith Rucker here at VintageMachinery.org. Guys, today we are out at the Bar Z Summer Bash out here in Rancho Cucamonga, California. And I brought along the GoPro. I don't use the GoPro very often, but I'm going to try this thing out today and see if we can put together a little video to give you guys an idea, a little taste of the Summer Bash for those that don't get to come out. So I just got out here. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Kind of about ahead of the crowds. My East Coast time woke me up real early this morning, so I'm up and going early, which I'm usually up and going early on the East Coast as well. Yeah, 4:30 this morning, I'm laying in the bed like I can't lay here anymore. Had to get up. So anyway, guys, hope you get a good chance to see a few things. I'm gonna walk around and kind of show you a few things out here at stands before the crowd gets in here, and then we'll try to shoot some video throughout the day.
I'm kind of glad it works out.
So this is Stan's shop, and look who's over here.
Hey guys.
Got Stan and Kilroy here.
It's still early in the morning. I don't know, I'm gonna go down and check a weather report. It's a little windy out there.
It's
nice.
A little breezy. It
I
actually
just hope
feels great.
it can get brutal here.
Really?
So I'm hoping it doesn't get brutal here. We're talking 60, 70 mile an hour.
Well, we don't need that.
These tents would just be see you later over in the neighbor's pool.
Over the mountain over there. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. So
yeah, we don't want that.
No, we'll pray for some calm weather.
We'll have to back all the cars.
little bit of sprinkle we had has been welcome. You know, we had a little bit of drizzle this morning, so it keeps the dust down. And there's a wonderful smell that comes off the desert with the first rain.
Cool.
You can't explain it. You have to experience it. It's just a nice, earthy smell.
So Stan just picked up this really beautiful Monarch Lathe that he found. Came out of a factory here not too far from him. This machine is just beautiful. It's in really cool shape. He cleaned it up, didn't really put a new paint job or anything on it, but look here, he had a guy come out and add some pinstriping on this thing, and it really looks awesome. Like I said, it's got the original paint and patina on it. Really turned out cool. And the history on this machine, if you haven't seen some of his videos, is this actually came out of the Colt firearms factory. And this is what I thought was really cool, is he got the original electrical box back there, and look there, it's got a Colt logo. Colt actually made this magnetic switch, which I didn't realize. I don't even think Stan realized that Colt made this kind of stuff. He said it's a different kind of switch he's ever seen. The magnetic starter in there, but it was made by Colt. So really cool machine. I'm jealous. This is just an absolutely beautiful lathe. It appears to be in great shape, and anyway, he's going to really enjoy this. I thought I'd show that, some vintage machinery from Stan's shop. So another little area here in Stan's shop where he's got some tools here. So he's got a milling machine, a do-all milling machine. He's got a little smaller Logan lathe, Walker Turner drill press, surface plate, etc. And he's got some surface grinders over here. A couple of them. Stan does a great job doing some grinding work.
Custom control.
Yeah, custom controls.
Stan did himself. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So he's got this little Boyer Schultz here, and another Boyer Schultz here. So little fabrication area here. It's not a very big shop, but he's got a lot of stuff crammed in here, and he does some nice work. Very well organized. So Stan's shop is kind of back behind his house, up a hill. Of course, he's got the mountains right behind him in the background there, and then it kind of drops down a little terrace here, and he's got his house, and a nice swimming pool. But this is the tent where they'll be doing the raffle and everything else. So he's got this nice little area down here. This is a big area where people congregate during the bash. Just kind of giving you guys a little layout of the land here. If you watch Stan's videos, a lot of times you don't kind of get to see some of this stuff. So all you get to see is the inside of the shop. So I thought I'd give you a little tour around here. Right outside the shop, he's got some tent set up, which we're going to need here in a little bit when the temperature gets on up. But we'll have the swap meet out here. I'll get some video. We'll walk around. Tom Lipton came in yesterday and set a bunch of his stuff out. And more tin around the corner here. Jim Bollinger's going to be doing a welding demonstration a little bit later on right over here. So kind of got set up for that. So folks are starting to show up out here for the swap meet. I'm sure we'll have more stuff here in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and run down here before things get too crazy. But got some good deals. So this is an interesting little level. It's got a vial here and also a vial up here, so you can use this in either direction. Kind of neat. Here's a nice set of Lufkin.
That's what we do too.
Micrometers, 95 bucks. That's a bargain all day long.
Yeah, they're all Lufkins.
Here he's got one of the facing and boring heads there selling.
We're making like earrings.
Cool stuff.
Lay your flat metal on there and either bang away on it or put it in an arbor press and pressure down.
Big arbor press down there. Got some more tools here. This is some of Tom Lipton's stuff that he brought. So, all kinds of neat things. Sun's blowing out here.
Yes, sir.
Iron thieves, you know. They're the worst. Kind of like a pencil. Like an old number 2 pencil. You take them apart as a kid. It's supposed to be all in here for those kind of things. Cut a number 2 pencil apart to see what was inside. This looks just about like that, but it's a lot heavier. This fits inside here. Can you guys see?
So guys, I got Ron Clue, yeah, and he's a big Sterile collector, and he brought along some of his Sterile Tools out here to display. So tell us just real briefly about some of the stuff here.
So these are all original levels from Sterile, including some of the C.F. Richardson models that were made before Sterile actually produced levels under his own name. This is a very rare aluminum level. It was made in 1919. There's 4 known to exist, one owned by the owner of the factory. Again, looking over here, this is a blacksmith's gauge. So if you wanted to set up and you were hammering something out, you wanted to go through it. These are wire gauges, various types. So that were made, both English and American variety. One of the other things too is people know Sterile made lathe dogs for a while. So these are the various sizes of lathe dogs. Not very big, but they're pretty cool. One of the cool things, so we'll move over here. So this is something that Mr. Rucker knows quite a bit about. That is a gasket cutting tool, so that you would put it in a brace bit and spin it around and would cut it. But what's really cool about it is it has a Civil War patent. It was actually manufactured during the Civil War, and it was manufactured in the South. So it actually has a Confederate patent, which are very rare. And so just a nice little saw blade display. This is a newer one. Yeah. Most of the tools I have here are older. So these are various older, what I call the Adidas style micrometers, the 3 stripes. And as you can see, these are very early micrometers from Sterile. They date from about 1903 to 1910. Very early manufacturing. This down here, this is a government inspection micrometer. And you can see it's got the Bakelite on the handle in order to keep the temperature controlled on it. So these were used by the U.S. government, also by the British government. I actually have a set at home that's marked for British government inspection services. This one's cool. This is Sterile's first attempt at an adjustable type micrometer where you can adjust the various lengths. So you have a pin, and then you move this piece along, and it sets, and then you use the micrometer head to do your fine adjust on that basis. One of the other things people didn't realize, very early on, Sterile used to manufacture cutting tools. These are ones I've been able to find for basically cutting pitches on gears. Sterile eventually sold out the entire operation to a group of his guys, and they became a union tool company. Over here, got quite a few surface gauges. Some here on the right, those are Sterile. The rest of these on the left, those are all just various ones. I like collecting surface gauges. They're kind of cool and something very neat. And then we look up, this is a case. These are the old style calipers. The ones on the left, they date from about 1900 back to 1885, including the one in the middle with kind of the bronze piece you see. That's an actual Charles B. Fay caliper before he went to work for Starrett. The ones on the right, these are Starrett's earliest fine adjust calipers. They all date from 1890 to 1895. Very easy to date. They were made for a few years, and then Starrett switched to the type that we see nowadays where you have the screw that's adjusted. Yeah. So then last down here, these are old Sterile Tools, but what's more critical is the boxes. When you talk to Sterile collectors and you say black box or green box, people's eyes get big and wide because they're hard to find. And so black box is one of the first boxes that they ever used when they were boxing their tools up. Then they went to the green boxes. And so this is a way you can tell something is one of the very, very original type tools is by which box it's sold with. In fact, it's harder to find the boxes than it is the tools. And then last thing is if you were an auto mechanic in the 1910s, 1920s, this was basically your Craftsman toolkit. And this is the only one that I know of that is fully complete because it has one piece in it that I've never seen anyplace else, and that's an adapter that you can put in a brace so that you can use it to screw the socket heads. But this is just a portion of my collection. As my wife says, you've got too much junk. And I tell her I don't have enough. But it's a labor of love. One of the things too is Keith knows, because I've sent it to him, is I have a database of about 5,600 data entries of all the Sterile tools that have ever been produced. I do consult with the factory and advise them on the older tools. And I will help people evaluate value of their tools, but I make no promises. I mean, this is just one person's evaluation. And if you ever watch Pawn Stars, as they say, your item is exactly worth what someone's willing to pay for it on the day you're trying to sell it. So, but I do have a pretty good sense of what the value of these tools are. And so, guys, I know I've helped Keith out a couple times identifying some of his tools, and always happy to help out. If anyone, you need to get in touch with me, you can do it through Keith. I mean, he's got my home email and address, and I'll be happy to answer questions for any of you if you do. What I would say is if you have questions about any of your old Sterile tools, and really it's Sterile tools, I mean, I do have a few other types, but I really concentrate on Sterile, is really send me some good pictures of the tools with good lighting. Because oftentimes it comes down to me looking at the maker's mark or something else on the tool that will tell me what age it is and whether it's got value or not. And it should be pictures of all sides of the tool, if you can. And if you can take it apart even without destroying it or anything, sometimes that'll help too. Because it can come down to something as simple as what this checkering pattern is on a square. Because they varied over the years. So it's something that's fun to do. Spent way too much money on it, but it's been well worth it. Yeah.
Great, appreciate it. Thank you, Ron.
Well, thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch some of y'all here.
Look at, he's got one too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You're being recorded right now.
Oh, whoa. Okay. What do I have to say?
Yeah.
Quick, feed me the lines.
Just hanging out here with a few guys. So you guys know this fella?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Randy.
Randy. Yeah, Randy Richard. Got someone right there in the background. Yeah, he's kind of.
Who's that guy?
Kind of shady.
He's probably got his fingers held up.
Kind of shady back there.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with the nicest guy on YouTube.
That's right. That's right.
And look at here, we got someone filming.
Yeah.
You can't see it because they got the light behind it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hey,
there we go.
Filming.
Yeah, you guys know this guy?
That's what kids do. YouTube.
Sound feedback. Told Kim, y'all check him out. YouTuber here. So yeah, we got a bunch of things. There's Tom. Say hey, Tom.
Hey, what's up? We got dueling GoPros here or what? Yeah. So did you guys swap? So is it like 69 GoPros or what?
Yes.
Yeah, here you go. There you go.
There you go, Tom.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's confusing. Exactly. That's very confusing, right?
Oh, look at there. We got Dale Dairy. Dale Dairy. Oh, yeah.
Now I'll be confused when I have to edit this.
Yes. Having some fun out here. Hey, say hey, Ray.
Hey Ray, I mean, hey Keith. These are all the winners right here, folks, right here.
We got the raffle about to get started here.
Thank you, Quinn.
Tickets in the raffle. That was Ray's tickets. So
yeah.
You got those marked so we can make sure we don't pull them out?
Hey Keith, I bent the corner over on each one, so
okay.
It's something Quinn and I have on the side, so.
She gets a cut, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it is, for sure. Actually, I'll just PayPal you. How's that?
We got it all on tape right here. It's all rigged.
Nobody's gonna see this.
No.
It's Keith's channel.
So,
Keith, did you show everyone this?
That's what I'm about to do. So Quinn actually made this really cool little steam engine here, and they've got it powering, tumbling the raffle thing. So tell us about that steam engine.
Well, Stan called me up and he said, "Hey Quinn, I bet you can't drive the raffle drum with the steam engine." And I was like,
"Game on!
Hold my beer."
Game on!
Actually, that's the opposite. He was like, "Hey, do you think we could do it?" And I was like, "That'll never work." And, but I tried it, and I think it's gonna work.
Cool.
So.
Fire it up! I want to see it going here. Look at that. Now, is that slick or what? That is awesome.
You gotta have a raffle drum. You might as well power it with a steam engine, right?
Absolutely. I can't think of anything better to do.
Hand cranking is for chumps. This is the Industrial Revolution.
I love it.
And that's what all started it right there.
That's it. That is it. That is cool. That is cool.
Good job, Quinn. It's amazing.
It really is.
I'm astonished how well this works, honestly.
Yeah.
This thing's actually got bearings in it. Which,
Oh, it does?
Which, yeah, makes it really easy to turn.
So that steam engine is a kit, right?
Yeah, this is the PM Research PM1 model engine kit. So it's a casting kit, and it's a 1-inch bore, 1.5-inch stroke. And
Cool.
It's a really great kit for someone's first steam engine kit. It's really easy to build.
Awesome. Very, very neat. Thanks for bringing it.
Thank you.
All right, so look who I found here.
How you doing?
Yeah.
All right, ready for some forge on?
Keith Fenner, yeah. So tell them what you're going to be doing today.
Okay, right now there's a couple items here. This one's chucked up. We've had some practice going on, and let's just see where he's at. And this is how the pieces are going to be judged for these individuals that we have in here now. We're looking for another piece of round. We're going to kind of throw it up a little bit, but it's going to be the same principle. And we're looking for the quickest 4-point accuracy and time against 2 components, and then those 2 components will go to be broken up by the winner, and then advance to the next level of competition. Now I'm not contending this year. I'm hosting the event, and I'm taking signups right now. 4 points is basically a comparison between one position and 180, and then back between them at 90 and 270.
Yeah.
180 from that, yeah.
Right.
So, you know, if you're comparing 2 sides and you've got 1/1000th comparison there, and then you have between there, see, he's within a 1/2,000, 3/4 of a thousandth there. That's within the 1/1000th total. Now, if he calls the time, the other component's going to have 30 seconds to go ahead and get it as close as he can within that 30 seconds, and then time will be called, and then we'll compare both of those for each event or pair of runoffs. So Tom Lipton actually created this rig here for us, and it actually it kind of sped up because the A-bomb started the forge on, and we were using I believe Stan's lathe for that. I wasn't here for that event.
I remember that. I was here at that
yeah,
event.
Yeah. And I got to watch the video, and I was so enthused about that because the forge jaw is actually the key of machining in a lathe. If I was given a lathe and I had a choice of any jaw, I would take a forge jaw. And
if you could only have one, it'd be a 4-jaw, right?
That's right. A 4-jaw can do everything that a 3 or 6-jaw can do, and more. 3 and 6 jaws or universal jaws that scroll at simultaneously. They locate only in one position, and a 4-jaw can hold square, round, hex, anything that you can possibly get in. We've even done the competition. We held in some street elbows. So my career at the beginning, actually, my skill in the 4-jaw, basically I had a 27-inch or 26-inch lodge and shipley with a 4-jaw on it, and we were swinging gate valves for the Navy. So we were actually cutting the seats inside the gate valve, and the gate valve has got an angular approach to that gate valve in there, and you had to hold it by the outside flange and hold it in there. So the flange was almost outside the jaws and then coming in and almost touching the face of the chuck to get that in there. And then you had to reach in through with the tailstock mag base off of there right in the center. And then sometimes you were actually putting a mirror in there to indicate your 4 points. But the 4-jaw lets you dial in any surfaces that you want to machine in relationship to. So you can dial a face and a diameter, or a bore and a shoulder inside, or whatever you need to do other machining to line up to those 4 points. That's what you're going to be attempting and following through with the 4-jaw.
Good. This will be a fun little contest.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, we're about to have a bunch of folks in here trying it out.
Yep.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Great to see you, Keith.
Yeah, thank you.
So guys, taking a little quick tour here. This is some of the door prizes, or I guess raffle prizes was probably a more correct term. So all of this stuff is being given away today. I'm about to come up and MC a little bit on the live feed. Gonna be drawing some names and giving away some good, cool prizes. But we got some really nice stuff here. Hopefully we'll find some good winners. We can put this stuff to good use. So this is kind of cool. You guys that watch my channel probably see me use my Hotshot 360 heat treat oven on many occasions. Well, got that from Stan Zinkowski. He designed this thing, and I've got one of the early versions of it. He has since sold the rights to that to American Rotary. Has started a new company called American Kiln, AmericanKiln.com, and they've got a much updated version of this. Is it 897 degrees inside right now? You can't even, I mean, this is cool to the touch. They can run that thing up to, 1700, 1800 degrees, and you can, I mean, it doesn't get over 100 degrees on the outside. They've really done some improvements to it, and they're going to be offering those for sale. So go check out AmericanKiln.com for the new and improved version of the Hotshot 360. Well guys, it's about a little after about 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. I've pretty much been out here since Thursday morning. It's hot. It's really, in the grand scheme of things, it's been kind of cool for Southern California this time of year, but it's hot. I'm about to melt. And I think I'm about to call it a day, and I think I'm about to call it a bash. But hopefully you guys will get a little sneak peek of some of the things that went on during the summer bash this year. And I'm gonna probably call it a day and go cool off, grab some dinner tonight, and in the morning, on Sunday morning, I'm gonna pack up and start driving. I got a rental car and headed up toward Wyoming, where my daughter's getting married next Saturday. And so I got a several-day road trip to get up there, and looking forward to going through some country out west that I've never been through before. So anyway, there you go, guys. That is going to be a wrap on this one. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. And guys, we'll catch you on the next video. Again, thanks for watching.